Hello friends and potential friends. Today is Saturday, June 19th, 2021. It's a little bit after 11 in the morning. Got overcast skies today because of that tropical storm up along the Gulf Coast. Hopefully we'll get some rain out of that before it's all said and done. Hopefully my friends up along the Gulf Coast won't get any more rain out of it because they've had enough rain in the last month or so. But anyway, I've mentioned a few times that I've been moving plants off the patio, and it's getting kind of sparse out here. There's my corbachi that I'm getting seeds from. I've already picked a couple of those fruits, saved the seeds from them. I've got a few daylilies a friend of mine gave me a while back. Those look pretty. Ginger and turmeric are doing well. The pineapple plantation, though it's a little bit smaller over here, it's still doing well. The datel peppers that I grew last winter are still putting on fruit. I'm saving all of those to make datel sauce out of. And the new ones that I planted in here are starting to produce a little bit. So I'll be trying my hand at making datel sauce before long. Okra's doing okay, but there's still a bunch of empty spots in there, so I've got some more seedlings in the lab that I'm going to be putting in here before too long. Let's see, raised beds, I showed you those the last video, and there's the 3 pineapples that I planted out here. They seem to be taking off pretty good. Still have lots of peppers hanging on those corbachis and the Jimmy Nardellos in the back. And I've picked a few here and there. Also got a couple of bell peppers and a few of the red marconis. And there's one of the red marconis that I'll be getting some seeds out of before long. I did pick that other one off of here the other day and saved all the seeds from it. Something that's really kind of amusing me a little bit is these garden peach tomatoes. As you can see, they're starting to ripen up, and they do look amazingly like a peach. They even feel like they've got a little bit of a fuzzy skin on them. I got several in there. I picked one yesterday, and after I got the seeds out of it, I ate it, and it tasted pretty good. Looks like I'll be picking a couple more of those today. The main reason for being here is I keep mentioning the stuff I'm moving off the patio, but I didn't mention what I'm doing with it. So let's walk out to the mini orchard and take a look at some things. We'll start over here on the west side. I'm sure everybody remembers the moringa tree. Still doing pretty good. A little bit of okra around the base of it. And as you can see, I removed the wooden frame from around it. I've decided I'm going to let this mini orchard go a little bit more like a food forest, permaculture type of thing. Now, being an ex-programmer, I tend to keep things in rows and columns, but I'm trying to resist that habit, and I'm going to let this kind of grow wild and fill in a little bit. I'll be planting some other things around the base of a lot of these. No doubt over the years I'll lose a few and have to move a few, but ultimately my goal is to make this back half of the yard into a food forest and just have various edibles growing wherever I can find to grow them. The blueberry has quit producing, and there's one of the pomegranates, and yes, that's the one that I hadn't put in the ground yet when I did the last video. There's where my mulberry wound up. The ponderosa lemon, the sugar cane, my yard art. Still no bees moving in. I keep hoping. There's one of the figs hiding back behind the papayas and under the redbud. And there's one of the papayas doing well. Here's where I moved the other fig tree to. Oh, looks like a branch got broken off of it. Yep. Okay. And then we have another papaya. There's the other pomegranate. There's a guava that I picked up over at Lowe's a while back. Over here we have one more papaya. And there's the lemon from a couple years ago. I guess it's been 3 years now. some of the tomatoes I got scattered around, and some of the peppers. There's the loquat that I grew from seed, and there's my original ponderosa lemon. And it still has a couple of little lemons on it. This poor thing is under the shade almost constantly. I don't think it ever sees direct sunlight, which is the main reason that I wanted to get some more growing. But that's the current situation in the mini orchard. And over the next few years, things are going to start changing out here a little bit. My ultimate goal is to get it to the point that I don't have to mow anything out here. And I can just come out here and pick food when I want to. Oh, speaking of picking food, this is where I'm hiding my jalapenos. And I've got little jalapenos all over the place in here. I'm going to take a chance on saving some of these seeds as well, even though they're not really 300 yards away from all my other peppers. Going to have some more gardenia flowers pretty soon. And there's the Mexican avocado. I still haven't finished up the asparagus bed, but I expect to be doing that today. I'm supposed to get some rain tomorrow, so if I want to get anything done out here, I need to do it today. And I've got some asparagus sprouting in the lab, so I need to get that bed set up so I can start moving them out here soon. Again, everything else is doing pretty good. I still haven't removed any of the kale or the collards, but I'll be doing that before too long also. And while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go ahead and get a couple of these garden peach tomatoes off of here. It's an interesting looking tomato. And this one's ready to go. And this one in here is ready to go. So I'll be saving seeds off of those. And eating whatever's left over. But just a quick video. I wanted to make sure that I covered the mini orchard, since I seem to have been neglecting that in the last few videos. I'm not going to bother walking around the front yard, but let me tell you, probably the next video I do within the next week is going to be taking that tater tower apart, because just about all the greens have died off of it. Still a few hanging on, and I'm still trying to be patient, but I'm not going to be patient much longer. I want to go on a treasure hunt. So until then, I'll see you on the next video.